What's up, you guys? I'm back with another review, this time of the Wave 20 DC Universe Classics Green Arrow. This is a more modern Green Arrow as opposed to the Wave 9 Green Arrow, which is his original looking costume. I really like this Green Arrow. I like him a little bit more than the old one, like just a costume wise, because it looks pretty cool, but it's not up to par with how the old one was. At least I don't like this one as much as the old one. There's kind of a few problems in this, and it's like just right out of the package too. I wouldn't say a few problems, but you know, he's also got other problems, like in general. But if you saw my other reviews, he's got the same arrow, which kind of ticks me off. I'm gonna remove this arrow with a knife. It already looks like the string on the arrow is kind of like messed up or something. So I'm gonna try and remove them without messing up the arrow too much. But I mean, if it came down to it, where I did mess up the string, I could just take this off and he wouldn't have a string. I don't think that'd bother me too much. But he's a different body than the original Green Arrow. He's got he's the more modern looking. Well, at least he was until the new 52 came out, but he basically looks kind of just the same. His quiver is unremovable, arrows are unremovable, but it also looks really small. Like, it looks like he can barely hold any arrows compared to the original. He's got this huge backpack thing, and this, oh no. Well, there's Red Arrow. Sorry about that. He's got this tiny little quiver, and it looks like it barely holds as many arrows as it could, which is kind of disappointing. But that quiver looks nice. It's got the nice stitching on the back. It's all just like a straight dark green look on him. And I really like what they did with his arms, how they got the, like, sculpted in. He's got like little arrows right here. I don't know what that does actually. I couldn't figure out. Maybe like he would be like sitting there, he run out of arrows, he can go like shoot them off. But they look like they're right next to each other too, so it's kind of weird. But I don't know if they like just if he can shoot them out or what he does. Like maybe he just pulls them out and, like, you know, shoots them at someone. But the gloves are really nice. I'll have to give him that. Same on this side. It's pretty much the same. It looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of like Lord of the Rings kind of outfit sort of thing, like how they have like little gauntlets and stuff. I really like it. His belt's different. It's got a bunch of pouches, and instead of like having a G, it's just like a green arrow kind of thing. Kind of looks like a weird heart, especially if you put it this way. It looks like a heart, but it's an arrow, so it's kind of different from how it usually does. And then here's his face. I feel like it's well, it's not the same. Let me get the green arrows in here without knocking some other stuff over. So here's this Green Arrow, and then here's this one, and this guy has an actual green mask. This one looks it looks really dark. It almost looks black. If not, it is black. But it's a really dark, about as dark as his hood. And the nice thing about his hood, which is also kind of weird, is that it's attached to his head. So that way, when he wants to like move his head, like the hood won't hinder it. But it also makes it look weird because in the back, the hood is not connected to anything. So it's kind of like, where's your hood connected at, bro? So I mean, it's kind of weird. It's a weird thing to notice, but when you think about it, it's just like that's not connected to anything. So it looks kind of goofy that you're just wearing like a weird looking helmet kind of hat thing. But I really like this. I really like the more modern look. And he's got the little pouches on his legs, and then it's like it almost doesn't even look like a green, but it is. I'm sure it's like a really dark, like almost blackly green, and then it's got like a lighter green, but still dark. And my voice is going out too, so I'm sorry if I kind of sound weird. But I really do like this figure. One of the complaints I have, straight out of the box, is like, I put this guy on display. Didn't really play around with him too much, other than like some posing, but his legs are loose. I don't know if you can see that. Like, loose. I don't like that. I hate getting figures right out of the box that are just super loose. That's like really bad quality control. It makes me kind of mad too, because I paid $17.50 for the guy, and then when I get him out, his legs are busted. And also, like, his leg is not straight. So here's his leg straight, but if you can see, his leg's kind of bent. I could probably heat that up with like hot water or something and put him back in the straight, but I don't know how well that'd work. It just kind of makes me mad. I hate when like the figure, if anything, I'd rather have the arms be kind of loose rather than the hands or the legs, because the legs is what makes the guy stand, obviously, and if his legs are loose, he's gonna go like whoa, and it makes him kind of hard to stand. So he is kind of hard to stand, but you know, it's not too terribly bad. But I really do like this guy, not so much as the Wave 9 Green Arrow. In terms of the costume, I like this one a lot better. But you know, the Green Arrow, the Wave 9 one's way better. But he's not as expensive as this guy. You can go on Amazon and get him probably for like $15, and then you might have to pay like another $10 for like another toy. So you could buy like 2 toys and like add up to be $25 and get the free shipping. Or you just go on eBay. I'm sure he's not like super expensive on there either, but I really like this guy. I'm surprised he doesn't like cost more. I feel it's kind of weird because the new Sinestro and then this Green Arrow, they don't go for as much, considering when you look at online on eBay, the old Sinestro goes for like, so a lot of times it goes for like over $40, and that one's not even as good as the new ones that have came out. They've released both those figures, the variant and the non-variant of Sinestro, in the like their taller forms, so they're taller, and those are way better than the old ones, because I mean, a lot of people are saying the Sinestro is like super short. So I don't know why like the new figures they just released are like a lot cheaper, but it doesn't bother me too much, because I mean, I got these for cheap, or cheaper than if I wait a couple years and then I picked them up or something like that. And I just didn't want to pay scalper fees, so I basically just got this guy, and I picked him up, Red Arrow and Sinestro, online so I could get the Necron wave, and then I picked up the rest actually I didn't even buy the whole wave. I just picked up the figures I picked up the parts online. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get on to articulation, because I always go on with like a whole thing when I'm talking about figures. I branch off into other things, so I don't know why I can't stay on topic. It's really weird, but yeah, I like getting my voice out there and like voice my opinions, but I feel like I should just make a separate video for that. But yeah, so also, this is the exact same like figure mold and stuff, so it's going to be the same. So his head can go 360 degrees, but the hood, it hinders the articulation. Once again, his head doesn't really go up and down that much. His arms can go out in 360 degrees. It's really tight. His bicep can swivel 360 degrees. His elbow can bend. Wrist can go out and in. It's got the little swivel again in the wrist. It can go 360 degrees. He's got the ab crunch, 360 degrees at the waist. His legs can go out and in, back and forth. Bicep, or I keep saying bicep, thigh cut at the knee. It bends at the knee, which also seems really loose. And then his feet, which go up and out, so that his feet seem really stiff, which is oddly weird. But yeah, so despite all my random talk, I have to give this guy an 8 I'm gonna give him an 8. I really like him. I'm starting to like the character a lot more. Watching the Young Justice helps out a lot, and I kind of just, well, you don't really see him too much, but I mean, it kind of just, it builds on me, he grows on me, and I get to know him a little bit better. But I'm gonna give this guy an 8. I'll be back with some more reviews now that I have my camera, so rate and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more sometime, probably, maybe tomorrow, definitely during the week, but I'll talk